Hi, Gemini Moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine from Care at 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this continued reading here, this bonus reading here. So I thought it was very, very interesting and super, super cool. I automatically picked this up for you right away. And I'll just go ahead and explain how it all began. So I was getting the deck ready, or attempting to get the deck ready for the Cancer Moon reading. And as I was shuffling, I think I shuffled once and got through a full, maybe, no, I was sitting there shuffling for a minute. And it just came to the next shuffle. And as I split the deck and went to bring the cards together, a whole stack just fell right onto the floor. And it was all face down. So I'm thinking about it and I'm like, okay, you're being called to just go ahead and keep those cards separate, pick them up and take a look and see what they are. And this is the order of the way that the cards were as I laid them out one by one. And if you noticed, we have the Temperance card here, which was the very last card of your reading, with the Three of Swords that was at the bottom of the deck. And so I just feel that this is just kind of giving some insight and more depth into the story of what is happening. I do feel that there was a situation with that last reading. You may be involved in what was taking place where you, or you may not have, like you were present for a situation, but something was happening or may have been happening around you. Where more of that reading, this last reading that I did for you, was pertaining to an outside situation. But it could be for some of you, you actually moving away from what no longer serves. But I do want to say, because what came through here, I'll just go ahead and explain. So we have the Temperance card here where I was getting that twin flame connection. And I do want to mention too that this does not have to be a romantic situation. For some of you, I was picking up that this may have to do with a career situation. We did have the Judgment with those 2 10s and the Capricorn energy dealing with career house. So that could be relevant for some of you. And it could be pertaining to all areas of your life or just parts, different sections that you're experiencing with possibly family, friends, relationships, what have you. It could be different for all of you. But the Temperance card, I got that as you alchemizing and making the best of a situation when it comes to a 2 of Cups. You staying calm and patient. And this also being an energy of divine timing. So I was getting surrendering energy that came with that. And then we have the Hangman, which is the card of surrender that is wanting to come through after this Temperance card. And so as I laid these cards out, they all kind of energetically move themselves into the way that you see here now, where I was getting these 2 cards wanting to be together. And then these 2 cards wanting to explain a story. This card here wanting to rise from the situation here, but then these 2 cards also wanting to come out and give their story together, where this is one complete story for this Empress here. And I do feel it just kind of speaks to the whole situation, but this being a different sector of that situation, and then this also being a different sector of that situation. So, again, following the Temperance card, and this being the angelic presence, divine covering that's taking care of this situation and all of itself. But I do feel that this is also too about the angel from within you and how it is that you are maintaining and just being a complete master at balancing out a situation, making the best of situation. You know, you do have that beautiful duality and twin energy when it comes to you. So that being a strong representation there. And then with the sun here, I'm seeing that this is a part of that transformation for you for greater enlightenment. And that was that greater spirituality that I was picking up on, along with this being a Sagittarius card related to your polarity energy. So we have that very same sun here that is right behind the Hangman energy here, the head of the Hangman here. So greater enlightenment, going through a transition, being able to maintain like a boss as this is happening, either for you or around you. The Hangman is a card of 12 that breaks down to a 3. So that strong 3 energy being connected to your 3rd house, Gemini energy right there. Yeah, so these 2 cards I'm mainly getting as you. Also, I was getting to there just being a waiting period. You, with that surrendering energy, allowing things to take place and transpire because you have a greater knowing. I do feel too that you're also looking from a higher perspective at a situation and letting things play out as things are turning and working in your favor, as a judgment call was coming through, as something needed to filter itself out in order to, and be shaken up in order to, you know, kind of sift through what is no longer needed so that a foundation can restructure, and that newness that was coming from your last reading also being upon that rebuild and the new beginnings that were coming through for you. So I do feel that being a part of this hangman energy here too as well. Now, I won't start here. I'll just say, I'll start with the Empress here to kind of say, and this is male or female energy, but this is a boss energy. And again, this could be in different areas of your life: family, career, relationships, partnerships, and friendships. Let me situate myself here. But this is also 3 energy. And I don't feel that this is you. I feel that this is a lot of you here. Where with this 3 energy, I do feel it's reflective energy that's taking place for you. Where a situation is mirroring itself when it comes to another person. With you being an illuminator and that sun energy being a part of this. And these 2 cards here, these very significant major arcana cards here. I do feel it was about you being an illuminator. You can also see the rays coming from that hangman there too. But being an illuminator and being that sunlight here, as I'm seeing the rays behind the Empress here, it being a strong representation of who this person is and having that power from within to be in great leadership, to have that good Leo, beautiful energy, the sun being the ruler of Leo, to have that great leadership here in this Empress energy. And it is upright, so there is a great amount of stability that is here. But I do feel that with the surrounding energy, there was a learning lesson of some sort for this Empress. And again, this is male or female. And I do feel it was about learning to rise above a situation, maybe see and reflect on any kind of behaviors that may have taken place related to the situation, and making the best choice to do better for oneself after assessing and seeing what has taken place with this entire situation here. So the situation that we do have here, we have 5 of Pentacles here. 5 energy was coming through strongly as well. That also being connected to the Hierophant, and that dealing with contracts and loyalties, commitments. Pentacles is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So again, that 10 energy coming through, even the Wheel of Fortune and things turning in your favor. But I do feel there may have been a situation with this Empress and others possibly feeling left out in the cold, or the Empress being in a situation of feeling left out in the cold due to others that may be walking away. So we have the energy of people that are walking away is what I'm getting here with this 5 of Pentacles. But then with the 6 of Swords in reverse, someone not necessarily walking away. Now, I thought about it too, because the 6 of Swords is about getting away from murky waters and moving more towards calm waters. And I was trying to decipher if it was a murky situation that someone was still deciding to stay in. I'm not necessarily getting that. I'm just getting, in comparison with this card being next to the 5 of Pentacles, it just giving the energy of not moving away from this Empress energy here. And so this being one completely separate section in itself here, that's kind of speaking to what is now possibly in the past for this Empress here, haven't already taken place. But this definitely being one part of a situation here. All right, and then on this side here, there's a 3 of Swords energy where I feel it's connected to this 5 of Pentacles energy and the energy of walking away or feeling left out in the cold, and it just being a hurtful situation, something that was painful for this Empress here, with it coming after the Empress card here. And it possibly having to do with maybe 3 individuals with 3 swords being present here. Swords is your energy here. And I just feel that this is about a karmic lesson of some sorts. And you being related, I feel that it's a part of your light that you brought to a situation in order for something to change for the better. This being a part of your purpose as a divine and enlightened one here. But we have that 3 energy here again. And we do have 3s consecutively. So that being quite significant, where I feel that 6 energy is speaking to the overall energy of love that is a part of this entire reading, and even the last reading, and what it is that is a part of your journey here. I'm noticing the heart here with the Venus energy. And so I do feel that it may be that from this perspective of this Empress here, feeling as if they, you know, have beautiful gifts to share, that they've done great, they've been a great leader, they're doing their best, and having a big heart where there's more feminine energy. So whether this be male or female, just feeling very strong in their feminine energy and having that sensitivity, but having great magnetism here too. And just feeling heartbroken over a situation that maybe, again, had to do with 3 people here. Possibly feeling backstabbed is what I'm hearing, or betrayed. But there being a cleansing energy as a result of this needing to happen, the cleansing coming through, again, to wash away and create for a better foundation that one can build on, having learned a lesson from this particular situation over here. And so with that, I feel the result with this Knight of Cups here is about that femininity and embracing that and deciding, you know, to give more of that love to oneself, but then also extending this out to another. And I do feel too, the 6 of Swords in reverse, I was getting that this may even be you here. Even though I had these 2 wanting to be together, I was getting the reversal energy being connected with it being upside down. There being a connection with this Hangman energy. You being an enlightened one and taking your time, surrendering and not making a move quite yet. Just not being hasty. I do feel this 5 of Pentacles may be related to a hasty energy. So at the end, the result being there being great extension of kindness, possibly love, and care and consideration is what I'm getting there. Cups being water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and a Fucus, and speaking from the heart, this being possibly an exchange, working out something together, but being able to be in this Knight of Cups, moving away from that 3 of Swords, and it just having also to do with the Leo energy, having to do with having great strength and being able to lift oneself up, get back on that horse, and even extend, you know, an offer and be kind and be nice, having learned a lesson from the past here and what's taken place. The Knight energy is about defending the element that it represents. And so just being strong in that emotion and that extension of kindness and giving and care here. And moving forward in the energy of love. Having understanding about what may have happened related to this betrayal, but not really holding on to it. And again, getting on that horse, being strong, finding the confidence and defending in the name of love, a representation of moving forward into greater success and possibly even being excited about building on a new foundation that has released and washed itself away from any kind of energies that may have been, you know, backstabbing or betraying energy here. All right, so that just wanted to come through. I did not look at the bottom of the deck. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, look at there. And we have this in the upright. This was in reverse. And yeah, all I can say is, wow. I do feel that this just is kind of speaking to the overall stability coming through here. There being a very stable energy where with that reversal energy, I was getting there being a connection of no longer being single. The 9 of Pentacles is a single energy, but I'm not getting that with this being in the upright. I do feel that this is about contentment and being very confident in oneself and now being very assured that there is a strong, deep connection. There is that 10 of Pentacles that is coming through. And the promise of a new with this completion energy. Very possible too with that reversal of the 9 of Pentacles in that last reading was just speaking to that wheel energy that was also being picked up on and something just not coming quite through yet. And things now coming through completion and moving towards that definite ending, moving from that 9 into that 10. Possibly too, this being also confirmation of that heightened spirituality and feeling greater from within oneself, having that knowing of what one has put out there, now one is getting back, and being very balanced from within oneself where there may have been some imbalance connecting to the shadow self and the shadow energy from the Sagittarius energy that is present here with these nines here. So you may be seeing nines. I do feel that this is about an engagement here too, with this being in the upright and that no longer being single energy as well. So some of you, a proposal may be coming through where someone is just seeing you in all your glory here. This is also the Empress in the minor arcana as well. So having the beautiful ability to utilize all four elements to manifest and bring in what one is desiring. And I do feel that it is speaking to confirmation of that manifestation of moving into coupledom. And again, it does not have to be romantic. It could be about forming greater and new partnerships with others who are going to be in that exchange mode is most definitely what I'm getting. But for some of you, there is possible engagement here. Sorry if I ruined the surprise, but there's also that proposal energy, engagement, leveling up into greater commitment, that 5 being related there with that Hierophant energy that wanted to come through for this reading and the last reading as well. So this is beautiful. This is great. I love that this came through. This was your bonus reading, beautiful Gemini moons. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.